Hello and welcome to Beyond the Bio, the recap. In these short recap episodes, I'm recapping Monday's show, reflecting on the discussion and coming up with a take action that you can take and I can take today. If you missed Monday's show, go back, take a listen. We've got a link to Monday's show in the show notes. This week, I was chatting to none other than our account manager here at Moja, Ava. We were chatting all about the behind the scenes of my recent book launch and sharing some ideas that worked well for us and also some of our clients' book launches too. Ava split out the book launch to pre-launch activity, launch week activity, and post-launch activity, which I think is really helpful to get planned out, to get organised and get thinking about what needs to be done and not leaving everything to the last minute. So that was definitely helpful in our planning phase. We were talking about what do you do pre-launch, so things like what social media activity can you be doing to drum up some interest for the launch events. Things like newsletter content, social media posts, guesting on people's podcasts and trying to tie that in with the launch week so that they come out at the same sort of time. We spoke about the parties, if you want to have a party, and we gave a few examples of parties that clients have planned as well, which have been a bit different, but again have been relevant to their books and their content and their personalities. We talked about our launch week and how much fun we had and the parties that we did in Newcastle and London. And what worked well for us with those was making it easy for people to share content. So we had some brilliant bookmarks. We gave everyone a paperback copy of the book. We had beautiful venues for our parties. We had guest speakers for our parties. So it meant that it was really easy for people to take pictures. But to make it even easier, we had professional photographers at each of our events, and we made sure that we got the photos out to people as soon as we could. And we also used them in the Moja socials and in our newsletter content as well. That also helped to provide material for our post-launch activity as well. It was really important to have some objectives set around, what is the aim of the launch? And for each person, it is going to be a bit different. So for me, it was definitely to launch the book up into as high a position as possible in the bestseller charts. But we also wanted to launch Moja Publishing at the same time. So 2 objectives for us with my book From Unknown to Unforgettable. So if you are launching a book in the near future, or you keep thinking that you want to write your book and you're keen to get it out there, I'm actually working with a couple of our clients at the moment who are in the very early stages of writing their books, but I'm already getting them to think about their launch events so that we can work backwards, because that is actually going to influence the publication date. So it's never too early to think about planning your party, is what I would say with that. So my take action for this week is going to be to jot down a few ideas that we discussed in that launch planning phase. Some ideas that you think would work for you for your own launch. And if this still feels a million miles away, like the book isn't quite on your radar yet, still write it down. The more that you write these kinds of things down, the more likely you are to actually end up moving forward with an aim or an ambition to write a book. And I do keep saying it, but it's really not that hard to get your book out. And if you do need some help, please talk to me about how we can help support you to get your book out there. We've recorded quite a few episodes of the show now that relate to writing, publishing, promoting your book. So there's definitely some content to go back and listen to that will inspire your book journey. I am a strong believer in getting your message out there and publishing your book. I don't know anyone that's published a book that's regretted it. In fact, the thing that I often hear is people saying that they wish they'd done it sooner. So there you go. Maybe that's a second take action. So first one is around taking those launch activity ideas and popping them in your notebook to come back to when the time's right. And the second one, if you're nowhere near getting your book out there, to start taking that first step and exploring how you too can get your book out there. As always, let me know how you get on, and I'll catch you on Monday.